What's good, y'all? Guru Schooling Session Records. We in here and just trying to think about where I left off yesterday in Poets Workshop. That's where I met my classmate Matt. And we had always went to school together, cause the way this part of the county, it's set up. They got the elementary school, and then a football field away they got the middle school. And then across the street is the high school. So that's sort of how it was set up. And then as some of the bad kids from the city, they come out here, live with their uncle or something, or maybe they family got out of the city and now they living here, kind of like how we was. And now you sort of got more black kids than it normally was, because Waldorf used to be a predominantly white town. Play is where Katie from, and she played for the women's basketball team here. Shout out Katie. And Bowie, I think may still be. They wilding over there though, talking about some Bowie rap. It definitely ain't no bad. It might be some bad parts, but everybody want to fake like they gangsters. So I don't feed into none of that. But then I think Annapolis, still is, but checking the statistics, my junior, senior year, that area was predominantly black, so just given that area, like I said, we was thinking, that area was predominantly white, so all the black kids, we sort of knew each other, except for the outcasts, outsiders, I guess you could call it, but that's just on some movie, type lingo, but just more they just kept to themselves. I'm talking about him and his twin brother. I forgot it. Mike, I think his name. So it was Mike and Matt, and he was half Filipino, half black. So I guess they definitely. Anybody could have hung out with us, but they just kept to themselves. And then me personally, we ain't never run in the same. We ain't running the same circle. So excuse me. We never really linked up or anything like that. So. We just went to school together, saw him in passing or whatever, and then he ended up in Mr. Hoffman's Poets Workshop class, and we was in the same year too. So it was his senior year, my senior year, and Amir's senior year. So we all linked up in that class and had a ball, just on some poetry stuff, on some writing stuff, and he could draw real good too. And he had never really did well in school. His brother had dropped out, but he stayed with it. Because he really wanted to do the drawing thing, and his parents was all right, just graduate, stay on the on a positive path, and we'll send you to Japan, to do your drawing thing, because he was gonna do the cartoon anime stuff. So that was sort of his light at the end of the tunnel, So as we fooling around again, he ain't doing nothing. Nothing more than D's across the board, because he's just trying to graduate, get over to Japan, so he fooling around in class and stuff, and me, I'm trying to bust his A, and then Amir I'm gonna take whatever you give me. He out at Salisbury now, he doing this thing on the TV tip, and he graduating this year too, what I'm saying, class of 2017, we in here. But yeah, man, so, and then sort of as the end of the year rolled around, everybody saying they goodbyes, everybody know what they doing next year, or if you didn't know, then and everybody else know that you wasn't doing nothing. A lot of people will hit you with, I'm gonna go to the College of Southern Maryland, a little community college, do my 2 years, and then I'm gonna go to University of Maryland. And everybody knew that meant you're either just gonna go to CSM or you not gonna go to school at all. But shoot, even University of Maryland, where I know Justin, shout out him, Marcus, Raina, shout out all them. They go up there, and I know some of the girls on the team, they got some people up in Maryland too. So but for North Point, we was such we was academically, we was one of the best schools in the area. So getting kids from there into Maryland was the 13th grade. That was almost community college. But just sort of like the culture, you know, of that senior year as it was rolling around, you know, and then Matt, he already knew, you know, Japan, you know, I finally made it, you know, and then as people like writing in yearbooks and stuff, you know, thinking we ain't never gonna see these people again, you know, he was just telling me like, you know what I'm saying, like on some real like peer, you know, stuff, like I expect big things from you, you know. And then he drew a gun like in that joint, and he wrote something about like how the gun represented time. So he was like, the same way you keep, or a fake gangster in the raps and all that would say he keep a 9 in his pockets at all times just in case somebody run up on him and gotta do him dirty. That's time for you. So you got time in your pocket. So just in case somebody run up on you, try to rush you, know that you got that time right there on your hip, and you gonna be good. Cause you could pull that out on them and understand that you put in work. So now you got time for the bigger stuff that you planning, you know. And I expect big things from you. And that was really like, you know, I always take stuff like that to heart, you know, period, you know. So I was just rolling with that the same way, you know, stuff my dad tell me, stuff, you know, my older brother used to tell me, stuff coaches, you know, and stuff used to say. So, you know, that was just another one, you know what I'm saying, like Khaled said. And then, you know, we go off to New Jersey because, like I said, my father in the military, he in the Air Force, and he was becoming wing commander. I think I got the title right. And he got the job up at New Jersey, which meant, I mean, we were living in Waldorf. So then, more backtracking. So we was living in Waldorf. Man, so remember last time I told y'all I'm from Clinton, right? So I lived there for a little bit, just enough to get born. And then we went down to Texas, right? And then that's where, like, you know, tornadoes, hot as a mug, Wichita Falls. And then we came back